Hello and welcome back, or not back, welcome to Pokemon White version, where today we're going to start playing Pokemon White version. And we're also going to be hunting shinies in Ultra Space on the side. It occurs to me, I might need to do a button prompt to actually delete this file here. Because there are some games, I forget when it started, but they let you start a new game, but don't let you save it if there's already a saved game. And I kind of need to be able to save my game if I'm going to be able to actually use the Thundurus that I'm playing Pokemon White in order to get. So hang on just a sec. Okay, main title screen. Up, select, and B. There we go. Save data, go. Be gone. Yeah, I've actually wanted to play Pokemon White for this channel for a while now. Mainly because Pokemon White, I think, Pokemon White 2, I think is definitely the better game. But I think I like Pokemon White better. Because it does some things that other Pokemon games just don't. And it was really refreshing when it did it. Like having a dex prior to post-game that is entirely new species. That was interesting. Anyway, hi Calfor. Hi there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Juniper. Everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. That's right, this world is widely inhabited by mysterious creatures called Pokemon. Pokemon have mysterious powers. They come in many shapes and live in many different places. We humans live happily with Pokemon. Living and working together, we complement each other. We help each other out to accomplish difficult tasks. Having Pokemon battle one another is particularly popular, and it deepens the bonds between people and Pokemon. And that is why I research Pokemon. Well, that's enough from me. Could you tell me about yourself? Are you a boy or a girl? So, here's the thing. I often choose the female character because they're just cuter. Except, in this case, for Pokemon Black and White, I'm not the hugest fan of either Hilbert or Hilda, but I think I do prefer Hilbert. Like, he's just got generic Pokemon protagonist vibes, whereas Hilda's got... she's fine. I don't like when pockets are visible sticking out of the bottoms of cut-off shorts. It feels weird to me. But yeah, we'll be going with Hilbert. Yes, I am a boy. Well then, I'm going to introduce you to your two best friends. This young man is Charon. He can be a little difficult, but he's a very honest person. This young woman is Bianca. She's a little flighty, but she works very hard. I think you three have potential, so I'm going to give you a very, very important Pokemon. Redmond, the moment you choose the Pokemon that will accompany you on your journey, your story will truly begin. During your journey, you will meet many Pokemon and people with different personalities and points of view. I really hope you find what is important to you in all of these travels. That's right, befriend new people and Pokemon and grow as a person. That is the most important goal for your journey. Let's go visit the world of Pokemon. I have no idea what time this 3DS's clock is set to, or what day or year. Hopefully it's today. I mean, hey, spring is a decent time to start. Hey there, Kratos. I'm a boy. Redmond, I heard from Professor Juniper we can have a Pokémon? What's keeping Bianca? Am I a little late again? Sorry. Bianca, I've known for 10 years that you have no sense of time, but seriously, today's the day we can get a Pokémon from Professor Juniper. I know. Sorry, Redmond. Sorry, Charon. So, where are the Pokémon? They were delivered to Redmond's house, so Redmond gets first pick. Naturally. The Pokémon are waiting for us inside that gift box. Okay, Redmond, you go first and take a peek at the gift box. I want to meet the Pokémon right now. I've brought 3 Pokémon, one for you and one for each of your friends. Please settle your choices politely. Enjoy your Pokémon, Professor Juniper. So, the Unova starters. When it comes to their first forms, I like them all, honestly. I really do. I think Snivy might be my favorite for the starting forms, you know, the unevolved forms. When they're fully evolved, I do not care for Emboar. I just don't. Samurott is alright. Superior I still quite like, except Superior without its hidden ability is kind of bad, and it doesn't get a whole lot of coverage moves. So yeah, we're gonna go with Oshawott. Because I at least decently like Oshawott the whole way through, and it's actually useful during a playthrough. Admittedly, Tepig is probably the best choice, but we're going Oshawott. Okay, I'll take this Pokemon. Charon, that one's yours. Hey, how come you get to pick out my Pokemon? Oh, never mind. I wanted Snivy from the start anyway. Everyone has chosen a Pokemon, so that's that. Hey, I know. Let's have a Pokemon battle. Honestly, Bianca, even though they're still weak Pokemon, you shouldn't have Pokemon battles inside a house. Don't be a worrywart. These little ones are weak, like you said. We have to let them battle so they'll get stronger. It's settled, Redmond. Get ready for a Pokemon battle. So, something interesting about Gen 5 is Pokemon have great sprite work. The issue is the animations. The animations are also pretty good. But the way the animations and the sprite work interact with the resolution of the screen, it makes the pixels look hideous at times. Like, look at the sides of Oshawott's head. Well, I guess Oshawott's head isn't on screen now. But, like, yeah, when Oshawott, game, stop focusing on the Tepig. Look at my Oshawott. When it's moving its head from side to side, like, look at the bottom right and bottom left of its head. The pixels just get all garbled whenever it's not in the keyframes, basically. Because it's being displayed at a resolution that just doesn't allow for the rotation of these big blocky pixels without them starting to look terrible. So, like, everyone who says that Gen 5 the Pokemon look great. They're right when they hold still. As soon as the Pokemon start moving, it just goes way downhill. I love the low health music in this game, by the way. Like, I mean, listen to this. In old Pokemon games, it was either a constant warning alarm, or in some games, it just does the little warning alarm for, like, it does a few little alarms, and then it just stops and goes back to the regular music. But here we get a unique music track for when you are at low health, and it really sells the desperation. I love it. Honestly, Gen 5 music in general is pretty darn good. Yep. Wow, did I seriously just lose to Bianca? I mean, there's not much I could have done to win. What? I got so absorbed in having my Pokemon use moves, I won before even realizing. Bianca, would you take a look around? I don't think I've ever lost to Bianca before. I thought that fight was supposed to be like a scripted win, but I guess her AI just chose to use Tackle every single turn and she outsped me, so yeah. Whoa, what happened? Wow, Pokemon are amazing! So little, but so strong. I'm so glad that I get to have a Pokemon. Oh, sorry about your room, Redmond. You are completely hopeless. Here, I'll restore your Pokemon for you. Redmond's Pokemon needs to be fixed up, too. Hey, Charon, how about you battle, too? With all you know, I'm sure you can battle without turning the room into a disaster area like I did. I believe you're right. It'll be no problem for me to keep the room from getting any messier. Besides, it's not fair if you two are the only ones who get to have fun battling. It's decided. You'll be my opponent in our first Pokemon battle. Let's see what you can do, Snivy. Alright, so they're both outspeeding us. What even is this Oshawott nature? Can I even see from here? I can't see from here. But I can see that its stats, I mean, they're not amazing, but they never would have been. I've finally become a trainer. Everything starts from here. Alright, because he chose to use Leer, we actually get to win a battle. Ah, so that's a Pokemon battle. And apparently the post-battle text automatically advances. I made a strange blunder in my first battle, but this feeling I have, I'm finally a trainer. But first we'd better go apologize to your mother about this messed up room. Oh, I'd better come too. It's a Wii console. It's not even scratched. I'm very sorry about all the trouble, ma'am. Well, we can clean up. Cleaning up? No worries, I'll take care of it later. Shouldn't you be on your way to meet Professor Juniper? Yes, thank you. Please excuse us. Come on, let's go thank Professor Juniper. I'll be waiting in front of the Pokemon Research Lab. Oh, wait! I've got to go home first. Thanks for having us over. My, Redmond. Pokemon battles are so lively, aren't they? I could hear the Pokemon's cries clear down here. That sure reminded me of my first Pokemon battle. Oh, and you know, after a battle you need to rest your Pokemon. Your Pokemon is looking great. Now, if you're going out, don't forget your cross transceiver. You're going to thank the professor too, right? Better get going, honey. What's on TV? So this is today's recommended item. At first glance, it looks like nothing more than your handy traveling companion, the potion. But just taste it. Such a smooth flavor. That's right, this exquisite potion was made by Unova's finest pastry chef. Why would a pastry chef be good at making potions? And why are we tasting Pokemon medicine? It makes you feel good inside and out. And when you order this amazingly delicious chef's special potion, we'll throw in a fantastic regular potion too. All for an amazing 3 million Pokédollars. Call now! So 2 potions for 3 million Pokédollars. While we have the opportunity to see the menu, text speed fast, and battle style set. No, 1,000 times no! But I'm a good trainer who got a Pokemon and everything. And she beat me in her very first battle, sir. I can totally go on an adventure. Oh, it's okay. It's fine. I'll be waiting for you in front of the lab, okay? What nonsense is this? How could my daughter, who knows nothing about the world, be going on a journey with Pokemon? Well, I mean, that's what all kids do at our age, isn't it? I don't have running shoes yet. Okay, let's go meet the professor. Hi there. I've been waiting for you young people. Let me introduce myself again. My name is... Professor Juniper, we know your name. Come, Sharon. This is not a time to take things lightly. Today is a day to remember always, so it's best to behave with some formality. That being so, once again, my name is Professor Juniper, and I'm researching when and how the creatures called Pokemon came into existence. Oh, that's unusual. You've already had a Pokemon battle. So maybe that's why. It feels as though your Pokemon have already begun to trust you. By the way, would you like to give your Pokemon a nickname? Nah. You aren't planning to use a nickname? Well, that's fine too. As for why I gave all of you Pokemon, it's for the Pokédex, right? Pokédex? I am astonished. Nice work, Sharon. Sharon. I think it's Charon. You've already studied Pokemon extensively, haven't you? Still, let me explain everything from the beginning for everyone's sake. The Pokédex is a high-tech device that automatically records the Pokemon you encounter. So I want you 3 to visit many places and meet all of the Pokemon in the Unova region. not gonna happen on this file. This is my request. Redmond, Charon, Bianca, you'll go on an adventure to complete the Pokédex, will you not? Not to complete the Pokédex. Here's what I need from you. What I want to hear are the courageous words of people who will blaze new paths around the world. I want you three to travel to many distant places and meet all of the Pokemon in the Unova region. Again, I'll go to the places, I just don't want to meet all the Pokemon in the Unova region. Okay. I mean, yes, Professor. Thank you very much. Because of you, I can become a Pokemon trainer exactly as I've always wished. All of you, thanks. You've given me the best possible answer. I'm just here for a Thundurus and to roll credits. Once I've done those two things, this run is done. I mean, I don't even need to roll credits to get the Thundurus. Next, I need to teach you how to meet Pokemon. Please meet me at Route 1, okay? Since the professor asked us, it's okay to go on an adventure, right? I can explore and maybe find out what I want to do in life. I think I'd like that. Of course. We can travel however we want while we complete the Pokédex. Again, I'm not completing the Pokédex. I've already completed the Pokédex. I just want to get another Thundurus so I can have both forms. In standard Pokeballs, I've got the Dream Radar one in a Dream Ball, which technically is the first time that the Therian form was available, but since you can turn the standard Thundurus into the Therian form and back and forth, I want it to be from the first place Thundurus itself was available. Hey, Redmond, wait up! Oh, there you are. And what did the professor have to say? Actually, that was supposed to be more of an and. What did the professor have to say? She asked you to complete the Pokédex? I can't believe it. Well, actually, I can. I already knew she was going to ask. That's why I brought you 3 of these town maps. Take them with you. Here you are, Charon. I'll take good care of it. And one for you too, Bianca. Yo-ho to you too, Remy. Thank you so much. As for your room, Redmond, or what's left of it, no need for any of you to worry. I'll take care of tidying up. Okay, Redmond? Ah, Pokemon. They are so cute, but they have enough power to destroy a bedroom. They are really something. With Pokemon like that at your side, you'll be safe wherever you go. I'll let your parents know. I hope that, in addition to Pokemon, you'll find lots and lots of places you like in the Unova region, and become wonderful adults. Have a great trip. If I use the town map, I'll always know where I am. That's certainly helpful. Shall we head to Route 1? The professor's waiting. Let's go, let's go! Redmond, hurry and come too, okay? Forgot to check my Oshawtt's nature. Sassy. Ah. Yeah, a speed-reducing nature would make it so that a Snivy and a Tepig would outspeed it. I mean, the Snivy was probably always going to outspeed it, but the Tepig maybe not. I don't know. Redmond, it's this way! Bianca says if we're starting a journey together, she wants us all to take our first step at the same time. Hey, Redmond! Let's all take our first step on Route 1 together. Okay, here we go. 1, 2... Oh, I wonder what will happen. Isn't this so exciting? It sure is. Come on, the professor's waiting. Professor Juniper, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. Now that everyone's here, I'll explain. The The Pokédex's pages update automatically whenever you meet a Pokémon. Moreover, it's set up so that you obtain even more information when you catch a Pokémon. To make this clear, I'm going to demonstrate how to catch a Pokémon. Professor Juniper, you're on Route 1. You can just throw a Poké Ball. It'll work. Did you see that just now? Here's how it goes, step by step. First, reduce the Pokémon's HP. Pokémon that still have all of their energy are difficult to catch. If you can, use your Pokémon's moves to make the Pokémon you want to catch fall asleep, or paralyze it. And to wrap this up in the best way, I have a gift for you, some Pokéballs. Pokéballs are used for catching Pokémon and for carrying the Pokémon you catch. I'm going on ahead. I'll be waiting for you in Accumula Town. She forgot to say that Pokémon jump out at you in the tall grass. I'm heading to Accumula Town too. I think I'll go too. I'm looking forward to the next town so I can go shopping for Pokéballs. Wait a minute. Hey, listen, Redmond, Sharon, I thought of something fun. But we need to get going. I'd imagine the professor's waiting too. Would you just listen a sec? Seriously. Why don't we see who can catch the most Pokémon? The person carrying the most Pokémon, including the one received from Professor Juniper, is the winner. Huh. Actually, that sounds interesting. It will fill up Pokédex pages, so I'm sure it will please the professor too. Okay then, until we reach Accumula Town, take care of healing your Pokémon at your own house. Me and Tepig will do the best for sure. Do I have Pokeballs? Was I given any? I was given 5. I must not have been paying attention when I was given those. And what's our first encounter? Wow, a Patrat. Who could have seen that coming? This is Route 1. A Pokeball on Route 1 just works. That's how it goes. Patrat, the scout Pokemon. Extremely cautious, they take shifts to maintain a constant watch of their nest. They feel insecure without a lookout. And this is the last generation where catching a Pokemon gives 0 experience. Wild Pokemon are hiding in the tall grass. What does this mean for you? It means when you want to battle or capture wild Pokemon, you should go walk in the tall grass. Is your Pokemon's HP alright? When your Pokemon's HP decreases while you're on the road, it can be a big problem, so I'll give you this. Put it in your bag's medicine case. When your Pokemon's HP decreases, they no longer have the energy to fight. So don't push your Pokemon too hard and let them rest often. Is dog. So here is where I have to make a choice. I know we already lost one battle, but that was a battle that I could not have done anything to win. That was just RNG decided I was going to lose it because Bianca used only Tackle, and her Tepig outsped my Oshawott. And therefore, I was fated to lose regardless of what I did. But this is the point where I can decide whether or not this is going to be a Nuzlocke run. Because I've already caught a Pokemon on this route. And you know what? Let's do it. Gotta keep this run interesting somehow, right? I'll treat it as a Nuzlocke until such a time as it becomes a failed Nuzlocke run, at which point I will stop treating it like a Nuzlocke and treat it like a regular Pokemon run. I don't like that this thing has used Leer on me twice, or that it outspeeds me. But can a Patrat take 2 tackles from this Lillipup? Can it take 1 tackle post-Leer? I guess is the more important question. More easily than it can take 2 tackles. And that should be a KO. Alright, we gotta go heal up. Be nice if I had running shoes. But I don't. Though I suppose choosing to make this a Nuzlocke means that we are not going to win the Pokemon catching contest. I feel like I kind of want to get at least one more level before we leave the route. I'm actually pretty lucky the Patrat I caught was level 4, because otherwise that Lillipup might have just ended the Nuzlocke portion of the run. Looks like 2, maybe 3 more battles, and we'll get our level. Alright, next battle definitely levels us up. There we go. Actually having water gun makes a big difference. How about it, Redmond? Do you want to compare which one of us has the most Pokemon with them? Sure, why not? Seems the number of Pokemon Redmond has is 2. We all have the same number then. Incidentally, if you check your Pokédex, you'll see how many Pokemon you've found and how many you've caught. I'm off to Accumula Town. The professor is waiting. Hello, how's everybody doing? You and your Pokemon are getting along great now, right? Oh, Professor! Right now I'm in front of Accumula Town's Pokemon Center. I'd like to show you around, so hurry on over, everyone. Okay, the Pokemon Center, right! Okay, see you. Well, I'm going on ahead. Ah, Redmond, there you are. Traveling with your Pokemon is truly one of the joys of being a trainer. Please follow me. I'd like to show you the most important place for a trainer to know. This is a Pokemon Center. Don't you feel better as soon as you step through the door? Okay, let's start your tour. Ooh, wait for me! A Pokemon Center is a truly incredible place. Do you know why? Because your Pokemon can be healed. And what's more, it's absolutely free. A Pokemon Center is a trainer's best friend. Here, Redmond, give it a try. Okay, now that your Pokemon have rested, I'll show you how to use the PC at a Pokemon Center. This is the last game to ever release that does not have the ability to select multiple Pokemon at once in the PC. This is the PC. It's free for any trainer to use. You can store Pokemon in your PC boxes or select Pokemon stored in your PC boxes to take along with you. In addition, if you catch a new Pokemon while you have 6 Pokemon traveling with you, the Pokemon you just caught is sent automatically to the PC network. Surprising, isn't it? Amazing, even. Here's something else that's cool. If you select My PC, I'll evaluate the progress you've made on your Pokédex. Professor, it says someone's PC on the screen. Who is someone? Very good, Bianca. That's a great observation. Good question, and I'd like to say more, but for now, just ignore that and go ahead and use the PC. Someone is the person who made the Pokemon storage system. Someone I'm sure you'll meet someday. Okay, let's move on. Now, this is the Pokémart. This is the place to buy useful items and sell the ones you don't need anymore. That gentleman over there will help you with a smile. So, let's wrap this up. I've given you the basics of being a trainer. I'm going to head back to Nuvema Town. One final thing. When you get to Striaton City, go and meet an inventor named Fennel. She's a friend of mine from long ago, and I'm sure she'll help you on your way. Best of luck. I hope that your journeys prove to be the adventure of a lifetime. Ooh, what should I buy? Potions and Pokeballs are definitely important. Thinking... She's right. Potions and Pokeballs are definitely important. I will buy 10 Pokeballs because that is the correct number. And sure, we'll get 5 potions so that I'll be broke. Sounds like something's going on in the plaza. Well, let's have a little look-see. Redmond, come here a sec. My name is Getsis. I'm here representing Team Plasma. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to talk to you about Pokemon Liberation. I'm sure most of you believe that we humans and Pokemon are partners that have come to live together because we want and need each other. However, is that really the truth? Have you ever considered that perhaps we humans only assume that this is the truth? Pokemon are subject to the selfish commands of trainers. They get pushed around when they are our partners at work. Can anyone say with confidence that there's no truth in what I'm saying? Now, ladies and gentlemen, Pokemon are different from humans. They are living beings that contain unknown potential. They are living beings from whom we humans have much to learn. Tell me, what is our responsibility toward these wonderful beings called Pokemon? That's right, we must liberate the Pokemon. Then, and only then, will humans and Pokemon truly be equals. Everyone, I end my words here today by imploring you to consider the relationship between people and Pokemon, and the correct way to proceed. We sincerely appreciate your attention. So, we're going to see something pretty soon. When N first talks. There's actually something special about his text boxes. In that N's text speed, his text speed, the speed at which the text in his text box shows up, is set faster than the fast setting, regardless of what you have the text speed set to. You could have text speed set to slow and N still talks faster than the fast setting. So canonically, N speaks very quickly, and they actually have it represented in gameplay. So it's a whole thing. About that speech, what do you think we should do? Liberate Pokemon? That's not even possible. Your Pokemon. Just now it was saying, slow down, you talk too fast. And what's this about Pokemon talking? That's an odd thing to say. Yes, they're talking. Oh, then you two can't hear it either. How sad. My name is N. My name is Charon, and this is Redmond. We were asked to complete the Pokédex, and we just left on our journey. My main goal is to become the champion, though. The Pokédex, eh? So, you're going to confine many, many Pokemon and Poké Balls for that, then? I'm a trainer too, but I can't help wondering. Are Pokemon really happy that way? Well, Redmond, is it? Let me hear your Pokemon's voice again. Your growl means nothing to my water gun. More, let me hear the voice of your Pokemon. Nice crit. I never expected to hear Pokemon say such things. As long as Pokemon are confined to Pokeballs, Pokemon will never become perfect beings. I have to change the world for Pokemon because they're my friends. Huh, strange guy. But I'm not going to worry about it. Trainers and Pokemon help each other out. Listen, I'm going on ahead. I want to battle the gym leader in the next town, Striaton City. Aim to battle gym leader after gym leader. The best way for a trainer to become stronger is to challenge the gym leaders in each area. We did take one scratch. And if I am treating this as a Nuzlocke, I do have to be careful about my HP. Let me give you the benefit of my experience. You listening? The number of Pokemon you can take with you at one time is 6. Pokemon do everything in their power for people. People treat these Pokemon with love and affection. That's what I think our mutual relationship is. Also, we've had it said in a lot of Pokemon media that Pokemon joining us, like, it's not that our balls force them to be captured or anything. What happens is they choose to come along with us. That's why our balls can fail sometimes. So, talking to the musicians in this town adds their instrument to the town's music. Oh, it looks like there's no musicians in here. This is a nice little thing. Like, it's a hidden feature. You have to go out of your way to find the musicians and get them to add their instrument to the music, but... What is this building? This is a Poké Ball I got in the past. I'm going to give it to you. It's just a regular Pokeball. You can't catch a Pokemon if you don't have a Pokeball. There are many types of Pokeballs, so use the best one for the job. Hi, let's play Pokemon Rock, Paper, Scissors. Here goes, Pokemon Rock, Paper, Scissors. Water. Oh, she won. Your Pokemon is Water type and mine is Grass type. Water type is weak against Grass type, so I win. Let's go again. Oh, are you just always going to choose the one that beats me? Fire. I mean, she says hers later, so... Your Pokemon is Grass type and mine is Water type. Water type is weak against Grass type, so I lose. Okay, so winning gets us nothing. Honestly, there's a lot that went into Gen 5 that makes me absolutely love it. From having a Pokédex that is entirely new species until post-game. I like being forced to use Pokemon I'm not familiar with. The musical touches, you know, go talk to musicians and they add their instrument to the music in the town. Things like this. I love it. They did a lot right. Oh, and then questioning whether it's even a good idea to catch Pokemon. And hey, it looks like I do have the correct date set on this 3DS. Watching the information changing on the electric bulletin board. It makes me happy. I find it so soothing. The garden full of green makes you feel warm inside. Oh, okay. I don't like the point at which we pick up the cross transceiver, though. Like, it feels like we're cutting off the ring at, like, the worst possible time. Redmond, it's your mom. How are things? Are you and your Pokemon getting along and enjoying your journey so far? I needed to talk to you, so I called, but I'm going to hang up the cross transceiver now. Redmond? I finally caught up with you, and look how far you've come already. Professor Juniper said that you were probably headed for Striaton City by now. I have another present for you. Redmond, try these on. Finally. When you're wearing the running shoes, you can go anywhere in a flash. Let me read you the instructions. Hold the B button to run faster than normal. Put on the running shoes and tear around to your heart's content. That's what it says. I bought these a long time ago and stashed them away somewhere. I found them when I was cleaning up. Guess it's good to clean occasionally. Actually, probably more of a, guess it's good to clean occasionally. Hey there, guard. I'm doing fine. Hope you are too. Redmond, you understand that you're never really alone, right? You're with Pokemon, you have friends, and you're always in my thoughts. That's all right then. Enjoy your trip. Battles between Pokemon trainers are serious affairs you can't run from. And what's our route to friend? It's something we've already got. And I absolutely always use the species clause in my Nuzlocke. And therefore, it doesn't matter that we've already got a Patrat. This does not eat up our encounter for this route. This doesn't either. Game, you're gonna have to give me something other than Patrats. I hope you know this. Guard, it looks like your nose was on the money. I'm not going to tackle it again because I probably didn't even need to tackle it the first time, and tackling it again risks a crit, which would absolutely take it out. Guess I did need the first tackle. There we go. Purloin, the devious Pokemon. Its cute act is a ruse. When victims let down their guard, they find their items taken. It attacks with sharp claws. So, thus far, this grass has had a 75% encounter rate for Patrat. I don't believe that's the actual encounter rate for them, but that's what it's had. I am really not good at getting very far before encounters. Yeah, Guard, I also love Gen 5 a lot. It doesn't have as many of my favorite Pokemon as some other generations do. I think Gen 3 is in the lead for that. But I do like a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon, and I love that Black and White specifically restricted the Pokédex to only new Pokemon until post-game. They didn't feel the need to make sure Pikachu was available early on or anything like that. Like, they forced us to use Pokemon that we don't know, and that keeps things interesting. I wish more Pokemon games did this. And yes, that did require them to really expand the dex a lot, which also helps. The fact that this generation added more Pokemon than any generation other than Gen 1 is nice. And it also meant that they effectively took another stab at the same concepts that they've done before. Which, yeah, I don't think we need effectively a second Machamp line in the Conkeldurr line. But, like, it's still its own thing, even if it's a familiar concept. So yeah, even the Pokemon that are basically a thing we've seen before, they've still got something going for them to keep them fresh and interesting. And time for a trainer battle that I am not allowed to initiate on my own. I prefer talking to the trainers. I like being the one to initiate battles. Whenever possible, I will initiate the battle myself. But this one, I got no choice. A trainer catches another trainer's eye. That is the start of a Pokemon battle. I probably need to consider actually getting some experience on my other Pokemon, huh? We're not quite in the games where experience share gives experience to everybody and is available, like, right at the beginning. And if I only put experience into Oshawott, I'm kind of boned in the first gym. What? You're too strong! I'll go into the tall grass and have battles with wild Pokemon. But before that, I have to visit the Pokemon Center to heal up my team. So, incidentally, when Pokemon Black and White first came out, I chose Pokemon White. This is the copy that I bought. When your Pokemon don't have enough energy to fight, just walk on the road. Pokemon only appear in the tall grass. I chose Pokemon White. This is the exact copy that I bought on launch day. I really love Pokemon battles, because my cute Pokemon will do its best in a really cute way. And as for why I chose Pokemon White, it's because I think Zekrom looks cooler than Reshiram, and Zekrom was on the cover. But the reason I'm playing Pokemon White instead of Pokemon Black today is because while I do prefer Black's version-exclusive Pokemon, mostly, when it comes to the version exclusives that are not Pokemon, like the environments and whatnot, Pokemon White, its version exclusive things actually look like they belong, whereas Pokemon Black's look like they're completely out of place against the backdrop of the rest of the game. So I just personally prefer Pokemon White for that reason. Even though it lost, my Pokemon is still cute. I'm gonna stop reading this post-battle text because they don't let it stick on screen until I'm done reading it. I'll try for the important trainers, but for random NPC trainers, nah. They don't want me to read it, I'm not going to read it. I'll make my cute Pokemon even stronger by having battles with lots of trainers. Is this route nothing but Patrats and Purloins? Would have expected to at least maybe see a Lillipup or something by now. Lillipup, Lillipup, my Lillipup, go! Maybe Lear would have been the correct answer here. I was thinking, hey, maybe I should Lear. No, if I Lear, then I'll just take too many hits. Okay, a Lear still wouldn't have let my Patrat defeat this Lillipup. I'm gonna check the stats on these guys. So Patrat's got a defense of 8. Purloin's defense is 9, which probably won't let it take 2 hits, but we can still check. Maybe the Lillipup's gonna Odor Sleuth again. Oh, it's gonna Leer. Okay, let's consider some things. Hang on. I'm once again going to just look at the stats. So the Patrat has 2 less HP and 1 less defense than the Purloin, and it took 10 points in damage. With the defense drop from Leer, Purloin's defense is now lower than Patrat's, but its HP are still 2 higher. I think we can take a tackle if it's not a crit. Plus we outspeed, or perhaps we speed tie. And we do not do enough damage. I'm not leaving Purloin in. We are swapping to Oshawott. Different trainers use different kinds of Pokemon. That's fun to see, isn't it? I mean, yeah. But now I gotta go back to the Pokemon Center because most of my team is beat up. So, fun fact about the Ultra Space shiny hunting I'm doing over there in the corner. At this point, there are exactly 9 species of Pokemon available in Ultra Space that I have not gotten shinies of from Ultra Space. Ho-Oh is one of them. And 2 of them are Latios and Latias, which I don't feel super inclined to go for until the very end because I kind of already got a shiny Latios and Latias in Pokemon Legends ZA. So yeah, I also got those in Gen 3 as well, so I really don't need them. But I'm still going to get them eventually. Yeah, we're going for Ho right now. I've got a second Landorus queued up in my Ultra Moon. Because, hey, Landorus has 2 forms. Hey, I could have gotten a Lillipup in here. Yeah, Landorus has 2 forms that are boxable. Might as well get them both. And looks like there is a good chance that we will 2-shot this Lillipup. Nice. And it looks like we were in a speed tie, which, hey, I love winning the speed tie on the turn where it matters. Honestly, would have really rather had a Lillipup than a Purloin. We're being outsped by a Patrat that's a level lower than us. That hurts. Is my whole team slow or something? It's probably slow. Got a speed-reducing nature on my Oshawott. I haven't checked the natures on my Purloin and Patrat. Okay, yep, we got another speed-reducing nature on the Patrat. In fact, the same speed-reducing nature is on Oshawott. Oh. Purloin, a special attack down, defense up, impish. That's not terrible for a Purloin. Yeah, when I was getting a handful of other Pokemon shiny from Ultra Space, I got some really good luck and some less good luck. Still nothing as bad as the Landorus that I got on stream that took over 30 hours of checking. But yeah, my Kyogre I got, I believe, on check number 8, which that ain't bad. My Groudon I also got within 20 checks. And my Articuno and my Moltres both showed up within 100 checks. So, yeah, I've gotten some very good luck in Ultra Space. And I just gotta hope that the good luck keeps rolling. Just last night, I got a Giratina in, like, 200 checks. Which isn't a minuscule amount, but it's also far below odds. The real question is going to be whether, once I go on to Rayquaza, will he want to show up in under 10 checks? Will he be as fast as Kyogre and Groudon were? Or will he wait longer? So, Tackle is base power 50. Yeah, Tackle is just better than Bite, unless I'm fighting a Psychic type. Or want to go for the flinch, but that would require us to be faster than anything, which, with a sassy Patrat, is apparently just not going to happen. I would like to get Patrat to level 7. Thankfully, Purloin has, like, no offensive stats. Which is helpful when I'm fighting one. Not so helpful when I'm using mine. Alright, so this little pup should almost certainly get Patrat to level 7, unless it kills Patrat. And the more it uses Odor Sleuth, the happier I am. I love when a wild Pokemon decides it would just rather not do any damage whatsoever. Nothing wrong with a free potion. And likewise, nothing wrong with a free Poké Ball. Thanks for the crit, Oshawott. Or not Oshawott, Patrat. Thanks for the crit on Oshawott, I suppose. Oh boy, Water Sport! I love using moves that reduce the damage of moves that I already resist. Purloin's attack stat is 10. That is dramatically lower than my Patrat's attack stat. Yeah, Guard, this gen is interesting in how much it differs from future ones. While still being recognizably, yeah, this is a Pokemon game. It's basically a modern Pokemon game. It's also interesting that specifically Pokemon Black and White, not Black 2 and White 2, Black and White, were the last Pokemon games where we were unable to select multiple Pokemon at once in the box. Okay, we absolutely need to swap off a Patrat after this turn. Or we can just win the battle. That works too. And it's also interesting that Gen 5 is the last gen where catching a Pokemon doesn't give XP. Like, as soon as we hit Gen 6, we've got basically all of the standard Pokemon features. And everything new from that point is mostly just gen-specific stuff. Like, the feature set finally gets nailed down in Gen 6. I think we're gonna win this scratch off as long as we don't get crit. And if it keeps choosing a growl, we're definitely gonna win the scratch off. Yeah, Guard, I'm going to be going with the standard Nuzlocke rules with Species Clause. Shinies and Statics, I will catch, but I won't use them unless they meet all of the other rules. Like, if my first encounter on a route is a Shiny of a new species, I will use it. But if not, if I encounter a Shiny later on, well, I'm not allowed to use it, but I'll catch it just to have it. And yeah, static legendary or whatever, I'll catch it to have it. But yeah. First Pokemon on any given route that is of a species I do not yet have is what I can catch. If I fail to catch it, too bad. And anything that faints is dead. Except for my Oshawott, which fainted in the very first battle against Bianca, but that was because RNG decided I wasn't allowed to win that battle. Because her AI used exclusively Tackle, and her Tepig outsped my Oshawott. There was literally nothing I could have done to win that battle, other than have better RNG. Alright, Purloin still doesn't really do damage. And it probably never will. That's not what Purloin is about. It's not what its line is about. And thus, we swap to Oshawott. Incidentally, when it comes to Ultra Space Pokemon, this Ho-Oh here is the last version exclusive one I need to get shiny other than Latios and Latias. But again, I don't need Latios and Latias. I have them from Gen 3 and I have them from ZA. I do not need them from Ultra Space. I'm just going to eventually get them from Ultra Space because why leave them as the only Pokemon in Ultra Space that I haven't gotten shiny? That would just feel weird leaving them as the only ones that I hadn't gotten. But I'll get them last because they're the ones I need least. So yeah, Ho-Oh here. Version exclusive, etc., etc. Everything else I need is not version exclusive. I still need, in addition to Ho-Oh, Mewtwo, which I've already got from Gen 3, so like I don't specifically need it. Suicune, which I have from an event, but not with my trainer ID. I need Ho-Oh, which I have from an event, but not with my trainer ID. Latios and Latias we've gone over. Regirock and Regice, which I have from Gen 3. And Rayquaza, which I have from Gen 3. And those are all of the Pokemon from Ultra Space that I haven't gotten shinies of from Ultra Space. Guard, technically you can get V-Create in a Nuzlocke run. All you have to do is find a way to activate the Victini event, which you can use the DNS exploit to get it unlocked easy. So I could technically get Victini in this Nuzlocke run. I'm not going to, but I could. And it would be legal, per the run's rules. Okay, that flinch wasn't very good for us. And we still do nothing for damage, I assume. Yeah, it's enough that we can win. Hey there, Crab. The shiny odds in Ultra Space, if you're going for the legendaries, are just your standard shiny odds. Which I've got the shiny charm here, so it's like not terrible. 1 in 2,000 and change. Say, I could be worse. And given the speed with which you can do checks in Ultra Space, while the odds are lower than Dynamax Adventures, if a Pokemon is available in both Dynamax Adventures and Ultra Space, you will almost always find it faster in Ultra Space. Because you can get so many more checks in the same amount of time it takes to do one check in a Dynamax Adventure. So yeah, Ultra Space is the way to go if you're trying to get shinies that are available in Ultra Space. Meanwhile, if you're going for one of the Tapus, or Solgaleo, or Lunala, or Zygarde, then you go Dynamax Adventures, because you can't get those shiny in Sun and Moon. Yeah, all the Ultra Beasts, all the Gen 7 all the Gen 6 and earlier legendaries, other than Zygarde, you go for those in Ultra Space instead of Dynamax Adventures, because, yeah, you'll just get them way faster on average. This feels like a bit of a waste. Crab, Guzzlord, you go for that in Ultra Space. Because you can get Guzzlord shiny in Ultra Space. Necrozma and Zygarde, you cannot get shiny in Sun and Moon, or Ultra Sun, or Ultra Moon at all. But Guzzlord, you can. You go Ultra Space for Guzzlord. Oh, hi, Redmond. And I feared that we might have a rival battle right here, which is why I just used a potion on my Oshawott. Hey, listen, let's have a Pokemon battle. Please, the Pokemon I caught have become a little stronger. Ready or not, here I come. She said the Pokemon she caught have become stronger. That implies she caught more than one. But she's only got this Lillipup and her starter, which means she still only caught the one. So the Pokemon she caught has become a little stronger. The Pokemon she has have become a little stronger. And it's going to outspeed us? No, it is not. It's using Odor Sleuth, which that's fine. Love when she wastes a turn. But both my Pokemon and I are going to give it our all. Let's go for a bite just for the chance at a flinch. Oh, we're speed tied. Okay. With that second Leer, I fully expect we lose this Patrat if we lose the speed tie. I'm not going to risk that. Oh, she's got a potion. Good news is, all she's got left after this Lillipup is a Tepig, which Oshawott will handle no problem. Okay, this little one is up next. Patrat's still at full HP. I am going to send it out just to make sure it gets XP from this Tepig. And now back to Oshawott. And goodbye, Tepig. I expected Patrat to get a level from that. But I guess not. Woohoo! You are a tough cookie, Redmond. I'm going to work hard on training my Pokemon so we won't lose anymore. Okay, bye-bye. Saying that she's training them so she won't lose any more implies she lost more than once, but no, she has only lost this one time. And to the Dream Yard, where we will have a Pokemon foisted upon us. We are training here. Now let's train Pokemon together. I wonder. I think Tackle is slightly better than Scratch, so it is a win. Let's see. If we use Assist, what can we hope for? We can hope for Tackle, Bite, Leer, Tail Whip, Water Gun, and Water Sport. Yeah, Assist is not the move we want to be using. Grab, doesn't the route to the Pokemon change every time that you do it? Like, I feel like it does when you're in a Dynamax adventure. I think the only thing that's fixed is the Pokemon that you're going for as the target. I've got a Zygarde adventure saved up on one of my files that I need to get a shiny Zygarde out of eventually. Problem is, Zygarde is one of the Pokemon that can be kind of rough to actually beat in Dynamax adventures sometimes. And then there's the fact that it's like 20 to 30 minutes per check, and it's a 1% chance. Crap, my understanding is that every time you go on a route for a specific legendary, it's always got a chance at being shiny. Like, even if you go for the same legendary multiple times, it still has a chance to be shiny any given time, whether you close the game or not. My goal is to outperform gym leaders. Can you win against me? So if you close the game, then the route to the Pokemon stays the same regardless of things, so it only re-randomizes the route if you finish it and don't close the game. Is that it? Yeah, Guard, it is a 1 in 100 with Shiny Charm for the Legendary in a Dynamax Adventure to be Shiny. And when you're going for a Shiny Legendary, the Legendary is the only thing you really care about. I have my goal. My Pokemon are there for me. That's why I can keep trying. So yeah, it's a thing. I haven't really put a lot of focus into Dynamax Adventures, even though I know there are a few Pokemon that I need to get from them if I want to have them shiny with my own trainer ID. But yeah, Dynamax Zygarde is definitely a problem at times. Hey you, what was the first Pokemon you received? Squirtle. Oshawott? Really? Then a Pansear could be a big help. Your Oshawott does not do well against Grass-type Pokemon. Say, do you want this Pansear of mine? Okay, here you go. It can use Fire-type moves, so that makes it hot against Grass types. If you have many types of Pokemon, something will work out, no matter what kind of Pokemon you have to face. So, Pansear is our encounter for the Dream Yard because we don't have Cut yet, so we can't get to the grass. Also, I wasted a potion, but whatever. And I believe we can already go over here and get a... Nope, we can't get another encounter yet. You don't seem to have any gym badges. With your lack of experience, you'll have a hard time in the future. Here's some friendly advice. Challenge a gym leader in this town and test your ability. Do you know how technical machines work? A TM can instantly teach a move to a Pokemon. You can use it over and over with different Pokemon. How cool is that? Hey there, Outlander. Yes, I am indeed playing the formerly most divisive Pokemon, though I personally always liked it. What level is that Pansy? Oh, level 10 already. And if memory serves, level 10 is actually too low for it to feel like it actually contributes much to this gym, so let's go get it. Like, 2 more. Because if we are treating this as a Nuzlocke run, and I kind of want to make sure that I don't lose the thing that is meant to make this next gym doable. Ooh, we already got Incinerate. You know, it's kind of wild. After 2 generations of giving us cat Pokemon with a fire-related term and roar in their name, Gen 6 and 7, we got Pyroar and then Incineroar, back-to-back generations. The Pokemon Company has managed to resist giving us any more Fire Roar cats. Like, we haven't gotten Inferor. We haven't gotten Conflagration. No Flamethrower. They've managed to resist giving us more Fire Roar cats. 2 was enough, I suppose. Oh, you know what? I just thought of a name for a fire-type cat Pokemon that I'm actually shocked we haven't gotten yet. Perdition. Getting this monkey levels is really slow going. Maybe I won't go to level 12. Maybe we just take them as they come. I know half of a Nuzlocke run, or half of a successful Nuzlocke run is basically just always going to be grinding. But sometimes, I don't exactly feel like grinding on stream. And hang on a sec, I'm getting a phone call from my father. So, it turns out it wasn't my father calling me, it was his pocket calling me. Are you looking for the gym leader? He is not here. He could be in the trainer school. If you want to challenge him, please go find him. The trainer school is not far from this gym. Gee, would it be this? Sure would. This trainer school exists to meet the demands of trainers who want to know more about Pokemon because they love them. Some moves can only be taught with TMs. TMs can be used over and over, so you might want to use them a lot. If you don't like a move you taught, you can always use a different TM. Pokemon have mysterious powers called abilities. Abilities have a variety of effects, and many of those effects are activated when Pokemon are in battle. Excuse me. There's a technique that lets you cancel evolution. I'll read the book about it to you. Are you ready? You can surprise a Pokemon and stop its evolution by pressing the B button when a Pokemon is evolving. Would you like to take a quiz about status conditions? So here's the question. Which of the following items cures poison? Ding, ding, ding. Right answer. Now for the next question. The item that cures paralysis is Paralyze Heal, but which of the following items wakes up a sleeping Pokemon? Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Fantastic answer. Since you know so much about status conditions, I'll give you this. Ah, yes. After proving that I know which item heals which status condition, give me an item where I don't need to know that at all. Full Heal does exactly what the name suggests. It heals all status conditions. That's not what the name suggests. The name suggests that it fully heals a Pokemon, which would imply that it raises HP. Its Japanese name does, in fact, suggest that it cures all status conditions. I don't remember what its Japanese name is, but I remember it being quite literal. When a Pokemon is poisoned, its HP decreases while it is battling. Hey, Redmond, have you come looking for the gym leader? He was here talking about Pokemon types until just a few moments ago. Maybe you walked right past him. By the way, Redmond, will you have a battle with me? I want to test how important items are in battles. I mean, didn't we already learn that it's not a good idea to battle inside such a small space? Well, let's see how effective my items are. Or maybe I should test how well I can battle without items. Anyway, this is an indoor match, so let's battle without getting too rough. Leading with Snivy. That's perfect for me. Let's get that little snake nice and toasty. Goodbye, Oranberry. Moves that never miss and moves that can attack first. There sure are a lot of different moves. Shame neither of our Pokemon have any of the types of moves you just mentioned. And, oh, he's not using a potion. I expected a potion. It's important to choose which item your Pokemon holds. I don't have any items I can make a Pokemon hold yet. Where'd you even get your Oranberry? And still no potion. So, I guess Charon was seeing how well he could battle without using items. I see. Losing to you means that I still have a lot to learn. So learning to use items well is definitely important then. Yes, if you had used items, you might have been able to at least do slightly more damage before losing. Oh, here, Redmond, I'll give you these berries. Why, thank you. If you give a Pokemon this kind of berry to hold, it will eat it to heal up when its HP goes down in battle. But if you give Pokemon man-made items like potions to hold, they can't use them. Well, good luck then. Oh, there are some man-made items that Pokemon can use just fine. Just not in the same way that you use, say, a usable item. There are held items you can give Pokemon that are man-made, that do have effects for the Pokemon, which I believe implies they are using them. Oran berries are better than nothing. Yes? Yes, I'm a gym leader of this town. You are? Right, you want to challenge the gym. In that case, what was the first Pokemon you chose? Squirtle. Oshawott, I see. I keep saying it's Squirtle. I started with Pokemon Red. And I chose Squirtle. I only started with Pokemon Red instead of Pokemon Blue because my brother, since he's older, he got first pick. And he picked the one that I wanted because he was like that. And therefore, I got stuck with the one that was left, which was Pokemon Red. And my brother chose Charmander as his starter, and I chose Squirtle as mine, so he picked blue version to choose Charmander, leaving me with Squirtle in red. Really coulda, just let me have blue, huh? Oshawott, I see. It's weak against grass-type Pokemon. I think you need to prepare to face that type. I'll be waiting for you inside. So, that character we were just talking to, his name is spelled Cilan. If you look at the names of the other two potential gym leaders for this gym, Chili and Cress, they're both based on plants that are used in cooking. There's chili peppers, there's watercress, and then, there's an herb called cilantro, spelled Cilantro. Cilantro. How is this character's name officially pronounced? Silent. Because of all that cilantro you put in your food. I hate it. Hello, I'm Clyde, the guide for trainers challenging a Pokemon gym. We appreciate your challenging the gym. Take this to commemorate the occasion. Welcome! We are very proud of our menu, which we adjust to suit each trainer. Oh, we gotta press the one that beats the thing. It's been a long time since I've done this gym. I forgot how it works. Welcome to Striaton Gym! Care for a taste of battle? I'll serve up the first course. Yeah, Crab, it would be neat if there were more dynamic gyms. That was a crit? Oof. So if we want to beat this thing in 2 more moves, we need at least 1 more crit. Thankfully, it used Odor Sleuth, which is a lovely waste of a turn at this point in the game. Let's swap our Pansear out before it ends up eating its Oranberry prematurely. As much as I would like to leave the Pansear in so that it gets the XP from this, having the Oranberry for later is going to be good. It will certainly be more to our... Oh, we could have stayed in, huh? Didn't want to risk it, though. I do not regret the choice that I've made. Plus, I doubt we're going to get 2 levels before the gym leader, so it's probably not going to matter that our Pansear isn't getting all of the XP from this little pup. Wow, that thing is really lowering my Oshawott defense. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Focus energy is better than water sport. Because I am not going to encounter a fire-type gym leader. And outside of the context of a fire-type gym leader, water sport's basically a worthless move. I think it is all right to move ahead with Pokemon you've trained well, even without thinking about type matchups. Sometimes. Just gonna grab a cheeky heal here. Without using a potion, and without letting my Oranberry get used. Is this cheap? Kinda. But you know what? It's what I'm doing to make up for the fact that I'm not grinding. If, for example, I had worked to level my Pokemon up to the level of... Wasn't trying to press the button. To the level of the gym leader's Pokemon, then I would at least have a slightly more favorable matchup. But I haven't done that, which means I need to take what advantages I can get, okay? The specialty of the Striaton Gym, the full course trainer deluxe. I'm your second course. And she's got 2 Pokemon. Bitch, it's a Patrat and a Lillipup. I'm starting to think this Pansear isn't going to be a very good match for this Patrat either. So maybe I should just swap to Oshawott after this turn. Yep, I absolutely should, because if I take another tackle, we are going to use our Oranberry, or get KO'd if they get a crit, and neither of those is a good option. I want to keep the Oranberry for Silon. Which again, his name should be Salon. And I guess I was predisposed to hate him anyway, because I'm one of those people who got the gene that makes cilantro taste like soap. And therefore, every time cilantro is in one of my meals... Okay, I'm going to use this potion on my Pansear. I know we didn't get too much, but using that potion allows me to switch in Pansear and thus get more XP on it. Again, I don't think there's a real chance that we're going to get Pansear to level 12 inside this gym, but there's a non-zero chance. And I now need to check whether Incinerate is in fact... Yep, that's a 30 base power move. So Scratch is stronger depending. Okay, yeah, Scratch is just going to do more damage than Incinerate basically every time coming from this monkey. Let's see how a Scratch goes. Oh boy, Sand Attack. We love having our accuracy dropped. And how does an Incinerate go for us? I mean, at least we hit. Yeah, those are roughly equivalent damage. After a Growl, I suppose Incinerate will be better. Especially if it crits. That was one of our most popular dishes. Right, I'm not supposed to read the post-battle text because it automatically advances, so they don't want me reading it. Okay, and that's the gym leader back there. So, one more trip to the Pokemon Center. So, it occurs to me that I don't want to use my Pansear for the first Pokemon the gym leader is going to send out, because I think it's going to be a Lillipup. I want to use my Pansear for the gym leader's ace, which I believe is going to be a Simisage. Which means I need to get Pansear in after I've already defeated a Pokemon. But since I'm using the set battle style instead of the switch battle style, that's not going to be super easy to do safely now, is it? Not without sacrificing somebody. And even if I do sacrifice somebody to do it, it still won't result in the highest chance of victory. A Simisear at level 11 or a Pansear at level 11 versus a Simisage isn't exactly the greatest advantage one can hope for. Welcome to the Striaton City Pokemon Gym. I'm Chili. I light things up with fire-type Pokemon. I'm a water-type specialist, and my name is Cress. Pleased to make your acquaintance. And my name is Ceylon. I like grass-type Pokemon. You see, as for why the three of us, are all here is, well, Oh, enough. Listen up. The three of us will decide whom you'll battle. It'll be based on the type of the first Pokemon you chose. That is indeed the case. And the partner you first chose was Water-type, it seems. Nothing personal, no hard feelings. Me and my Grass-type Pokemon will, we're gonna battle, come what may. But yeah, I was predisposed to dislike cilantro because I have the gene that makes cilantro taste like soap. And therefore, every time there is a significant amount of cilantro in, for example, my guacamole, which, as a Southern Californian, I am legally required to like guacamole. Yeah, every time there's a significant amount of cilantro in it, it just ruins the whole thing. So this gym leader here is named after something that only exists, in my eyes, to ruin good things. So, if you're okay with me, I'll, put everything I've got into being, you know, your opponent. And I was correct. It is, in fact, a Lillipup in front. Yeah, Crab, I would like to get my hands on the Gen 8 fossils shiny in not standard Pokeballs. Those would be nice to find shiny in a Dynamax adventure. Come on, no flinch. Dang it! Come on, no flinch. Good. I'm sorry, pickup has a battle effect? What? Since when? I've never seen pickup show up mid-battle. Oh, of course he's using a potion. Let's go ahead and lower his attack. Okay, I guess lowering his attack on the turn he uses workup is fine. That's going to make this Purloin basically useless for anything other than lowering his attack. Cool. Use a not very effective move. That's fine. Okay, now it's back up to having a neutral attack stat. Let's go ahead and growl until it's lower. And back down to neutral. Stop using workup! Dude's at +4 defense. +5 defense. What I would like is for it to be at -1 attack. But all I'm doing here is keeping it at +0. Okay, we're going to -1 attack. And let's bring Oshawott back. Of course we flinch. And I kind of have to use a potion on this turn, because if I don't, a crit will mean the end of Oshawott. Thankfully, it didn't use workup this turn. Oh, not bag. Really wish this thing wasn't faster than me. faster than me and exclusively using a move that can flinch. Also, I need to use a potion again because, again, a crit means no more Oshawott. I can't have that. Shame it can't freaking miss. My Purloin doesn't have Sand Attack yet. Stop flinching me! If it crits, we lose Oshawott, but it didn't crit. And we got the KO. Oh, it's only a Pansage, not a Simisage. Okay, that's not as bad. Huh? Could it be? Could I have only one Pokemon left? No, we are not staying in. We are swapping through Purloin. Which means that, yes, we are probably sacrificing Purloin here. But of all the Pokemon I have, Purloin's the one I am most willing to let go. And therefore, we're going to use Purloin to at least try and keep these workups from building up too much attack. Unfortunately, since this Pansage outspeeds me, we're probably not going to be able to hope for more than just keeping it at neutral attack. It's now at +3 defense, but we are keeping that attack nice and neutral. Dude just loves his workup. Shame I don't have anything that can lower special defense. And the Vine Whip. But that's fine, we expected to lose Purloin. So now Pansear comes in and is basically our only hope, and there's a 3-level gap. Thankfully, we resist Vine Whip, and it's at +0. And Incinerate's a special move, so we don't have to worry about it having infinite physical defense right now. What we do have to worry about is the fact that we only did that much damage. We are doing about the same amount of damage as it's doing to us, and it's faster. But we do have an Oran Berry, and we do still have a few healing items. So as long as they don't get a crit, we should be okay. That is, as long as they don't get a crit and don't use Workup a few more times. Like, we are in this. Of course, he probably also still has a potion to use. I know he already used one, but he's probably got 2. I feel like he's got 2. If he doesn't have 2, what the heck is he doing? Be nice if his monkey used, like, Growl or something. I don't know if it even learns it, but if it doesn't crit, I think we win this turn. We sure do. And I was correct. We were, in fact, not getting another level in this gym. On Pansear, that is. Is it over now? What a surprise. You are very strong. Seems like not even Chili or Cress could beat you. I feel like Cress would have had the best chance. Because Cress, against a freaking Panpour, I would have had no effective special moves to use, and therefore his workup would have just made him basically unbeatable. Gym badges are proof of a trainer's abilities. If you have one badge, Pokemon, including traded Pokemon, up to level 20, will obey you without question. We also want you to have this. TM83 contains Workup. If you use Workup, the Pokemon's attack and special attack go up. Oh, right, attack and special. I was thinking Bulk Up, not Workup. When I was thinking, oh yeah, his attack and defense are going up. But no, it's attack and special attack. Yeah, I'm glad that Pansage gets Vine Whip instead of Absorb. By the way, TMs can be used as many times as you want. Yeah, the whole time I was thinking, oh yeah, his attack and defense are going up. I believe I said, like, oh, he's got infinite physical defense and whatnot. Yeah, no, I'm glad there were no special attacks on his entire team. Hey there, I'm Fennel. Professor Juniper asked me to give you something. Please follow me. You're going to meet all of the Pokemon in the Unova region, am I right? You are wrong. Oh, the stairs are right here. My room is upstairs here. Come on, go upstairs. So, like I said, I'm Fennel, and as you can see, I'm a scientist. In fact, the subject I'm researching is trainers. Professor Juniper is my friend from college. She asked me to help you guys. So, I'll give you something to help you. This is a hidden machine for you. There are some moves that a Pokemon can use even when it is not fighting. With this hidden machine, you can teach your Pokemon a move called Cut. It can cut down a small tree. And you can use the hidden machine as many times as you want, like a TM. Isn't that great? But it's difficult to make a Pokemon forget a hidden move once it learns it. And I'd like to ask you a favor, too. There is a place called the Dream Yard on the outskirts of Striaton City. I'd like some of the Dream Mist that a Pokemon there called Munna gives off. With that, I'll be able to use GameSync to collect save files of various trainers. No, you will not. That service is shut down. It's been shut down for a long time now, in fact. I remember using Pokemon Dream World. It was boring as heck, but I liked being able to get Pokemon with hidden abilities from it. I mean, I guess not boring, it was repetitive as heck is what it was. Playing the same, like, 3 mini-games every day. Oh, and I guess we have to use Cut to get the Dream Mist. Yeah, Crab, when it comes to HMs, I'm torn. Oh, right, I need to get rid of Purloin because it's dead. I'm torn about HMs because, on the one hand, I don't like needing to use up my move slots for them. But on the other hand, like, just having an ability that you always have once you get it means that there's nothing special about encountering special terrain. Like, in Sun and Moon, by the time you encounter the rough terrain that you need Mudsdale to walk over, you already have Mudsdale. You never have to go back to find places that you weren't able to go before, because they just give you the thing you need before it matters. But then, like, needing to use a move slot in your party that you can't unlearn on your own is also annoying. So I don't like that either. I think, like, yeah, the terrain interaction in ZA was pretty good. You just need to have a move that could conceivably do the thing that you're hoping for. Like, have a fire or cutting move to get rid of brambles, instead of needing to have specifically cut the HM. That is a good way to do it, because that way your Pokemon are using the moves that you have taught them, but you don't have to teach them a specific move that you're not allowed to forget. Hi, Redmond. Are you looking for the mysterious Pokemon too? Hey, did you hear a sound coming from the other side of that wall? Come on, let's go see. You say let's, but you're not moving anywhere. Oh, wait! We found you, Munna! Come on, make some dream mist! Huh? Who are you? What are you doing? Are you talking about us? We're Team Plasma. We battle day and night to liberate Pokemon from foolish humans. What are we doing? The Pokemon Munna and Musharna emit a mysterious vapor called Dream Mist, which shows people's dreams. We're going to use that to make people want to release their Pokemon. We'll show them dreams to manipulate their hearts. Come on, spit out that Dream Mist. You're kicking a Pokemon to make it give off Dream Mist? That's mean. Why? You're trainers too, right? That's right. We're Pokemon trainers too, but we're fighting for a different reason. Unlike you two, we're fighting for the freedom of Pokemon. And setting Pokemon free means that we win Pokemon battles and take Pokemon by force. So on that note, we are going to rescue your Pokemon from you. What? Don't hurt Redmond! Not gonna lie, I kind of like the Team Plasma battle music. But then again, I've already said it. I quite like a lot of the music in this game, and also, oh no, Bide is kind of terrifying to see in a Nuzlocke. Show me enough damage to not have to care about Bide. Alright. Please don't let that be a high roll and this be a super low roll. Okay, we're good. Were you not taking them... sorry, wrong Team Plasma, correct? Were you not taking them seriously because they're kids? Well, whatever, I'm next. Are you gonna have a Purloin since he had a Patrat? Sure are. Please don't let that sand attack ruin this entire battle for me. It's ruined part of the battle for me. Oh boy, another sand attack, just what I wanted. Okay, judging by the amount of damage we took from that scratch, we've got approximately a year to land a hit or two before we're actually in danger. Problem is, we've been sand attacked twice, so it might take a year to land a hit or two. There's one. Oh, nice crit. Good job, Oshawott. I can't believe we lost, but we have to obtain the Dream Mist. Come on, make with the Dream Mist. Knock it off. What are you two doing, goofing off? We, Team Plasma, shall separate Pokémon from foolish people. If you cannot fulfill your duties... But this isn't... Gets us when he's gathering followers, or gets us when he's trying to control people by tricking them with speeches. Yeah, this is gets us when a plan has failed and he's about to issue punishment. At any rate, let's hurry and say we're sorry so he forgives us. What was that just now? That person called Getsus appeared all over the place, and it wasn't real, right? Could it have been a dream? And that Pokemon... Oh! I couldn't wait, so I came over. Is that Musharna? Did something happen? Oh, Fennel. Well, you see, Muna was here, but Team Plasma and Muna... And Musharna came, and it showed us something like a dream? And then Team Plasma... I think I followed that. See, Musharna evolves from Muna, so seeing Muna in trouble, it used its power, making dreams into reality, to save Muna. Which means... Wait a second. Is this Dream Mist? With this, I can complete my research. You two come to my house later, okay? Phew, how random was that? Redmond, why don't you go to Fennel's house? Me? Well, I'm going to go look for the Pokemon we saw just now. I know we're not allowed to catch anything here, because I already got Pansear in this location. I guess we don't have to see what our first encounter would be that isn't a Purloin. Because it's probably going to be Muna, because it's probably just like Purloin, Lillipup, Patrat, and Muna here, is what I would guess. I doubt there's anything else. And of course, one sand attack, which reduces our accuracy by less than 50%, continues to always be enough to make me miss. Oh, right, there's items here. Those will be worth grabbing. So close to level 15. Ta-da! Thanks to you, I got some Dream Mist, and now I can collect save files of various trainers. No, you can't. Again, that service is shut down. Thank you very much. As a token of my appreciation, I will give you this C-Gear to use. The C-Gear is a device related to communication, such as infrared connection or Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. Only one of those is still alive, ma'am. If you want to turn on the C-Gear, touch the power symbol at the bottom right of the screen. Then, after turning on the power, if you touch the question mark icon at the bottom right of the screen, you can read about the C-Gear. About GameSync. I'd like to explain a little more about the system to collect trainer save files. Do you have time to learn more? Nope, because that system doesn't work anymore. I'm sorry. I'm so happy, so I will explain about it. Because, thanks to you, we can do a great thing. No, we can't. The system has been shut down, ma'am. Now GameSync can retrieve memories of sleeping Pokémon using Dream Mist. That's right, we can collect save files of trainers from all over the world. No, you can't. What's more, we learned that if you use GameSync to make a Pokémon sleep, it will have dreams. No, it won't. That system has been shut down. Then, when you wake up that Pokémon, its dream becomes the reality in a space called Entralink in the middle of the Unova region. Isn't GameSync interesting? If you like, please send your save file. I've summed up the details in the PC, so please check it if you get a chance. Again, the system has been shut down. You're tutorializing a feature that doesn't exist anymore. Oh, Trainer, thank you very much for helping Fennel. This is from me. Please take it. Don't be shy. Cool. A useless key item. You can register your friends in your pal pad. No, you can't, because the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection has been shut down. After you register, you can link with those friends over Nintendo Wi-Fi connection to do all kinds of fun things. I just said you can't. You can trade Pokemon, challenge your friends to a battle, and so on. Let me give you the quick how-to on registering your friends. Don't bother! It doesn't work! You can either input your friend's code directly by using your pal pad, or you can use the IR connection feature of the C-Gear. That does work. Then you can register your friend. Though registering a friend does nothing now that the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection is down. Also, aren't you supposed to tell me that you're the one who developed the PC? Trainer, do you use the PC in a Pokemon Center? I'm the one who maintains the box system. Do you know about the battle box? Yes. Impressive. If there's a Pokemon you often use in your battles, you can register it in the battle box. I don't think there is any game in this franchise where someone's PC gets identified faster than this. And as much as I would like to keep playing, we're going to be having company over for dinner, so I need to go ahead and call this a stream after one more Ho-Oh check. So let's see here. Will we see a shiny Ho-Oh today? Probably not. Nope. All right. So that's going to be it for this stream. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all that, and I will be back tomorrow for more Pokemon White. See you then, friends.